Stay away, 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 stay away.
All right, all 10 of y'all. There we go. There we go. I was here. I'm just talking my ass off. I ain't even talking to nobody. My apologies, people. So I'll start over. Welcome to the first Church of Holy Shit. I'm starting a couple seconds early. It's your Uncle Jeff. I apologize for my previous absence. And happy to be back. You excuse me for that. So it's that way. Hold on a minute. And why is the light so funky in here today? Did I do something? Hold on a minute. Yeah, how about I do that? Get it was a sugar sandwich. There we go. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. That's not the problem. That is. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. I forgot about those lights if you don't turn them on. All right, people. What's happening? How am I sounding? Is my sound good? Am I coming in hot, clear? Are y'all hearing me? Everything good? Let me know how I'm sounding out there. Cool. All right. Well, glad to be back this week with another exciting edition of the First Church of Holy Shit. For those of you interested, I'm having peanut butter, bananas with some Rise coffee. That Rise coffee, that's the bomb. There's an unsolicited plug for them. Unbelievable charge. The Rise coffee. Not much else has been going on except I'm now, and I need your help as I come to think of this before we get into today's get down. I need your help out there. Peace to the balls, nephews and nieces. I need your help. Everybody, Zen, I'm gonna need your help. King Isa, help me out. Will, come through. YouTube. If you are one, or if you know one or heard some shit from one at some point, I need you to help me find climate change deniers. I need you to help me find climate change deniers. Because they was talking big shit a few years ago. I want to know what they got to say now. I want to know what does the volcano have to open up? Does the earth have to open up in the middle of Kansas and swallow Iowa? Tell me, Top Shelf, is that what has to happen? But that's not the point. We are going on a climate change denier witch hunt, consisting of the climate change deniers that just you yourselves have come in contact with. We need to find these people because they got some talking to do. They're going to have to qualify their position. Okay. I'll introduce y'all to some and present to others. Maceo. This is Maceo, son of Diesel. This is cousin Anna's baby puppy. This is Diesel's boy. And a monster. Look at it. Monster. Just gorgeous. Let's look at this dude. Beautiful. Hey, daddy's baby. Okay. Hey, calm down. And no, you can't have any peanut butter. No. You may not. I was sharing you with the good people, but I know you're going to act a damn fool. So I got to put you back. Okay? No, I know, but you don't act right. You want to run and play, and I love that, but we can't do that right now. Okay? So I'm going to put you back. You good? Okay, I know. I understand. That's understandable. But you won't be nice for the people. So, look. You won't. Okay, see, you got to go. You got to go. Say bye. Bye, niggas. All right. There we go. Put him in the bathroom. He gonna protest for a minute. And then he'll chill out in the bathroom whilst I do this show. When I get up to refresh my Rise coffee, I shall check upon him right after we open the doors of the church. Brother Harvey, good to see you. Tony Matt. All right, now we getting cooking now. Okay, y'all just in time for the intro of the first church. Long ago, somebody told me that God was everywhere. So I pray from here. Saves me 10%. I never miss a game. And I invite you to save 10% on your soul insurance by switching to Don't Go and staying here with us till the rest of the first church of holy shit. It's church minus the bullshit. Minus somebody got to go to hell. Minus you gotta give me some money. I mean, now, real talk. Let's see. Okay, didn't do nothing. What's post? Okay. There we go. Yeah, minus all the garbage. Minus all the mindless bullshit. Minus the politics. Minus the you gotta give me some money. Now, if you want to give a nigga a piece of change for doing something strange, they'll go to Cash App busting by you right now. at GB Funny Style, sign GB Funny Style. But you don't have to. If it's on your heart, pimping, do what you're doing. But this rustling and wrestling your economy loose from you, Cutlass, I'm not on that. We ain't on that here at the First Church. Here, we give absolute reverence to our ancestors and to a God whose name we know not, because in order to believe that our gods have names, you have to believe a man. You don't have to believe a man to believe that God exists. So this is training wheels into spirituality. Thank you, Brother Zen Master. Minus all the pimping. Now, there is some pimping involved, but the pimping is being given out. Pimp, positively intent on melanated progress. Shout out to my boy Tony. Tony, be conscious. On that level, yes. But the sitting up under you, telling you it's a sky daddy that's going to solve all your problems, any other of that allegorical astrological nonsense, that bullshit catches the train here at the First Church of Holy Shit. Black man, Christian, reader, pick two. I don't see how you could possibly be all three. So we throw all that out. And we talk about God, the creator, our ancestors, with reverence, and move forward wholly and seek out holy and seek out righteous and seek out proper and seek out honest and real. Cussing is real. So it be some cussing in here. Weed heals for real. So it be some weed smoking in here. What ain't in here is holier than thou. What ain't in here is anybody closer to the creator or God than any other. That's what ain't in here. What is in here is love, guidance, direction, and the sticky icky. Welcome to the First Church of Holy Shit. Now, generally before we set sail, I share with you my strain, which I've been on for a minute, because I picked up a gang of it when I bought it, which is the best way to do it. AK-47 and Mullen 50-50. Get you some Mullen. Excellent healer of the lungs. Fantastic work on the lungs. Dr. Goldstein. Smoking it and drinking it. It's a wonderful expectorant. Mix that with your weed, I strongly suggest. When you do that, you go, especially if you do it 50-50, the amount that you're spending on weed plummets. It plummets. Cut basically in half because of how cheap Mullen is. So give that some thought. Now, with that said, we can push our asses off into the show. Okay? So, bow your funky ass heads. Father, Mother, God, Creator, Source, Universe, Ancestors, we thank you for this day. As I sit here in the eye of a hurricane on the West Coast, brought on by the foolishness of mankind, period. I thank you for my existence. I thank you for the existence in the flesh of the others who enjoy this with us right now, Creator. Open us up. Open us up to find blessings in what we say to one another. Me mostly to them because it's my damn show. But of course, if there's some things that they have to say that touch me, keep me open to them. Keep us all open to the fact that this is a wide open exchange of knowledge and wisdom and experience and love. Please make sure that this never becomes about the ego of any individual assembled. Send me a troll. Okay, maybe that is a little bit for my ego, but I sure wouldn't mind one, because you know there's not a troll without a lesson. Let something I say here meet a need between someone who is here and someone who is not. Let this bless somebody. I mean it. I love you. I ask that you keep us safe in this crazy time. Keep us sensitive to the way to go with you and with one another. Don't let us be swayed by this bullshit that got everybody else in a trance. I ask that you use me as an instrument of good and of hope and of righteousness. And I ask for understanding today and clarity and patience and kindness and bravery when the time comes, and cunning when the time comes, and rage when the time comes, and power when the time comes. And all of those blessed, I pray that we are in time. I ask these blessings in the name of a creator that I know not, but you know who I'm talking to. I love you, and it is so. And now we smoke. Usually have my gun loaded. Not today. I live on the West Coast. Can you smell that from where you are? Oh, God. Okay. Okay, that was horrible. Okay, I got to do one for the thing, right? Shit. I'll do it later. I'm gonna get I gotta do it with a pipe because the smoke's a lot more dense with a pipe than a bong. The bong is too smooth. Okay, giving honor and glory to God. Greetings to Jeff and the chat room fan. All right, brother Cabot, is this your first time in here? Let me know. I hope you stick around for when I open the doors, man. Because that's when you really get good in here, man. When we get to throwing it around in here. I don't remember seeing you before, uh, but you're absolutely welcome. And yeah, if this is your first time in here, put a P21 in the chat. Just P21. Excuse me, P2B1. 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 I am sorry. We'll explain to you what that means in a second. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Today's chop up get down. Which W is kicking your asymmetrical asset? Now, Dr. Goldstein, welcome. P2B. Let me before I really kick off into this, Dr. Goldstein. Let me let you know what P2B means. When you get high as giraffe balls, which is where I'm approaching, we here at the First Church of Holy Shit, from where we used to hang, got the P2B, which means peace to the balls. If you high as giraffe balls, that means you sending positive energy to states of higher consciousness. That's what peace to the balls mean. Positive energy to states of higher consciousness. And hopefully those things get into an infinite ball of goodness that raise all things up. That's the engine. P2B. That is the engine of my shit. It's peace to the balls. I salute you with that. Oh, yeah. And can I get a nigga amen? That's the other thing that I forgot to say at the end of the prayers. Whenever I end my prayers, I end them with a nigga amen. Can I get a nigga amen? Now, which W is kicking your asymmetrical ass? And why do we go into that? Well, this one today is a bit of me preaching to me, to be honest, and me preaching to a few people, especially in this time, as I alluded to, that I'm sitting in the eye of what is now a tropical storm, the first of its kind, to originate from a hurricane, which hurricanes come from warm water pressure systems from big bodies of water. And the water on the earth is hotter than it's ever been, which is why we have this hurricane. I sit here and I stick to my guns when I say that as we move forward into peace to the balls, Brother Cabot. As we move forward into time, I double down on if and when the dollar collapses. I double down on an earthquake that turns California into a new island. If I double down on if the aliens decide to show themselves and they are far less than friendly. I double down on if the grid goes down and at the same time the Russians, Chinese, and Koreans go, let's go get these motherfuckers. I double down on a zombie apocalypse. I double down on another viral conflict. I double down on a fight between us, the system, and the machines. Any of it. Pick out of that funky ass salad and put something together and sprinkle it with bloodshed. Any of that. I did cover natural disaster, right? Any of that. I double down. The only thing that is going to save you is obedience to the Creator and a dogged chase of your purpose. Nothing else will save you. Not your title, not your present social position. I'm talking to those of you in the scene in the Titanic who, before the boat sunk, were sealed in the bottom. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking about the wealth of the calcified power elite. In an utter and complete breakdown, there will be a superpower shift because of how weak those on that side are right now. But if you take any of what I just said and have it happen, whatever God put you here to do, your ass best be doing. It's time out for your title. And getting there is going to always require an asymmetrical asset. Now, I ain't gonna even act like I'm that dope. I'm gonna give you my source on this one because it came to me this morning when I had to pull something to talk about, smooth out my ass, because sometimes it'll hit me on Monday what I'm gonna talk about Sunday. And then other times I got nothing. A lot of it might be because I'm dealing with this little son bitch over here. But I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And the ancestors, the energy, the oneness put me in touch with this this broadcast. I surf a different YouTube, and I came across this. Y'all check this out.
By his own statements, he took over a state that was nearly broken. And if you think about where he's coming from, to try and assert strength, it isn't possible to compete with huge, rich countries in the world. He doesn't have the resources. So he's got to think about ways to leverage his weakness. He's got to think about ways to appear to be.
Whoops. I got to do this over because Zero's going to shit on me. Because before I can play that, I forgot. I got to have some music running up underdog. I think I'm going to run that one. All right, yeah. So I'm going to throw this up underdog. so that I don't get thrown under the bus for not for that fair use bullshit, when really I just need a little piece of this. So I'm gonna have to have it set up exactly right. So, okay, hold on just a second. Oh, shut you up, you sit still. Okay, we got that. Oh, I'm gonna fly this goddamn plane high as hell. I'm gonna fly it. This is what this is like. Okay, got to go there. Then I gotta put up. I'm gonna display this at Uncle Jeff's weed speed. And where's my other one? Fair use like a motherfucker. Okay, now let's see. Present. No. Add to the stream. Okay. We are ready to go. All right, here we go. Okay, y'all check this out.
These can be by
Did I fuck
private
this all up?
hackers. And I
Y'all
think
can't hear it. God damn it. I fucked it
a lot
up.
of
Okay.
what I
Sit
thought
tight, people.
about when I
Sit tight.
this
I'm gonna fix this because this
first
is cold
started.
shit. Y'all need to hear this. Let's see. I know right where it is too. That's yep, it's right there is where he starts. Okay. Dig it. Here we go. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this.
This week, by his own statements, he took over a state that was nearly broke.
This is my man talking about Vladimir Putin.
And if you think about where he's coming from, to try and assert strength, it isn't possible to compete with huge, rich countries in the world. He doesn't have the resources. So he's got to think about ways to leverage his weakness. He's got to think about ways to appear to be stronger using asymmetric methods. And cyber is one of those asymmetric methods. It is something that does not require massive resources of a state. In many ways, the expertise can be by private hackers. And I think a lot of what I thought about when this first started to crest was that this is the perfect asymmetric weapon. Information.
Information is the perfect asymmetric weapon. Information is the perfect asymmetric weapon. Now, I had to put dude, I had to get him nice and high. Display him at Uncle Jeff's weed speed. So that that's how you get around the fair use thing. That's how I can use his shit. Play my little music under it. Which, by the way, that's why he's chopped and screwed, Tim. Thank you, Hustler. That was who I was after when I put that together. One of my music producers, hip hop music producers. Number one for me, DJ Quick, hands down. 1A and 1B, Dre and Battle Cat. And you can throw either, they're all ones. They're all ones. They all have sent me to the chiropractor. All of them. I will definitely get to that, Heru. Information is the number one asymmetrical asset. Now, let me run this so you get it. Yeah, Hustler. See right there? Need beats? Get at me, jeffbreezemusic@gmail. I do beats. If you go back to the beginning of the show, all of the stuff that's in the intro, those are all my beats. And yes, I will be coming out real hard with beats very, very soon. Shout out to Noble One, aka Meech, my new engineer. Young boy is a prodigy. Dude is a prodigy. I'm gonna go and put his business out there. I don't give a damn. That's shout out to Edwanda White. That's my girl. That's her son. Dope dude. At any rate, information is your asymmetrical asset. Information added to, multiplied by, square rooted through your purpose. Information added to, that's preparation, positivity. Added to, multiplied by your creativity, and square rooted by your follow through. You got to do all that in that order. Actually, there's an integer missing. Organization. positivity, creativity, organization, proactivity, follow through, abundance. In that order. Information greases those wheels. It's the great equalizer. No matter where you put it. Speaking of put it, Heru says information made us take the jab. Information put us to war with Iraq. Information made LGBTQP the new world order. Information made us stray away from the NOI way of eating, and we choose death eating. The answers to all of that are in the second next to last word you used, choose. It is what we have chosen to do with misinformation. You chose to take the word information and leave out misinformation. All of that, the jab, misinformation. Ain't nobody make you take shit. You somehow, in 2020, with a knowledge of the book of Revelation, you somehow missed how the mark may get to millions. You didn't put them two together. The most important decision in biblical history, and you fucked it off, and you gonna tell me this because of information? No, it is because your tuning fork with the master was off. Period. Yes, Brother Heru, information is a weapon. Yes. But it is most effectively used on the masses. And your most effective defense against it is your own use of it, which is the argument for AI that I wrestle with. Brother Cavett says, may I add that false information allow for the U.S. electorate to be okay with invading Iraq? Absolutely. And I don't know how much of it they didn't know was false from the giddy up. There's so many lies and there's so much benefit of the doubt that the average citizen has to give to a government in order to cope. My man Zero pumps in with information is a tool. It can be a weapon or a garden hoe. How about that? How about that? Nothing wrong with hoes in the garden. I know when I put my garden out here, there's some hard ground in California. I'm going to need some hard hoes to go to work. Put them hoes to work in my garden. Breaking up all this hard ass ground with these hoes over here is what I'm going to be doing. Because I'm doing my own farming. After all of this rain, I'd be a damn fool not to get out here with a hoe and get busy. I got to. The ground is wet with all of this. It's gonna make my soil all fertile with all of this water. If I don't get out there and put that hoe to work, I am tripping. Now, what did I say? Oh, that's wonderful. Smooth. Information is just like a bullet. It takes something to place it, use it for it to be dangerous or protective. Absolutely top shelf. Absolutely. Uh, Recall the U.S. ran up in Iraq looking for yellow cake uranium. I learned that it was supposedly supposed by Niger. Exactly. Exactly. Misinformation. Information. Uh, a number of things. The point being to refocus the information conversation is that knowledge now is the equalizer. But you have to be smart enough to delegate that knowledge. It's in every movie. There's usually some little bit of knowledge that allows the David to defeat the Goliath. A knowledge that outweighs the Goliath's numbers, the Goliath's money, the Goliath's weapons, the Goliath's reach. Little bit of information. I dare you to watch a movie that does not have that. Tell me a movie of any type that is a David and Goliath type story in any other state that has a man up against any odds, uh, training day, a man up against something that more than likely is just too big and is going to swallow him up and eat him, the Godfather. Give me a movie where there is a man who is up against insurmountable odds, any of the diehards, and then tell me that you don't see the scene where you get the nugget of information that turns everything around. Well, now those nuggets mean so much more because there's so much more at stake. There's so much more at stake now, people. This is for all the chips now. We about to go over the edge. Pee-wee's Great Adventure. Dude, where's my car? The nugget. Now we get to them W's that are in the way of the avalanche of your creativity, your abundance in any situation. How do you stay abundant? How does abundance abide with you? With them W's, with the who's in the way on every level. Let's start with who. Uh, Zero. If you could put me a capital T, lowercase h-e, all caps, who, dot, 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 in the chat. Um, let's start with the who. the who in your equation. Oh yeah, guys, before I get started with that, let me know. Uh am I am I am I kind of am I mosaicing? How does this look? Because I've been having problems with bandwidth here. Uh, and if it's grainy, I can just go to the, I can go here. But yeah, let me know. Anyway, let's go with the who. Whatever your profession is, right now, the top 3 dudes at it are not sitting up there in a meeting trying to figure out how to fuck you over. Let me say that again. Right now, at whatever it is you want to do, the top 3 people at it are not sitting somewhere in a meeting trying to figure out how to fuck you over. That's not who you look out for. It's the people right around you. It's them people right around you. It's not your problem ain't way out there. Your problem is the dude that grew up with you that sees your success as a mirror and cannot stand the reflection. Whoever that may be. It's a nigga around the way don't want to see you get it. I don't care how fine his sister is, his family is. So I'm talking to you. I know I'm talking to you because I can almost see her. High yellow thing named Vicky. Well, Vicky is connected to something sinful. And Vicky need to shake that. If Vicky don't shake that, yo Dicky, no Vicky. I don't know who I'm talking to. I know I'm talking to you because I can see it like I'm looking out the window. Gorgeous with pin curls, Betty Boopish. Yeah, her. That girl got some lessons to learn before you get over there. Don't do that. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm just seeing it. Okay, rat-a-tat-tat, nigga. You stay from over there. I don't know who he is. The nephew. Right now, Vicky gonna go through some shit, and then she gonna be all right on the other end. But right now, don't fuck with Vicky right now. Vicky need to learn some shit, and it's gonna almost cost her life fucking around with that shit. It's gonna definitely cost you yours if you go over there. Yeah, that's on some of my grandmama shit. My grandmama used to do that. I ain't even scared of it no more. Hit me. If I'm talking to you, hit me. Email me. But I see that shit. Don't fuck with that. There. Let that asymmetrical asset help your monkey ass out. Dude, I don't even know your name. But I just painted your picture. You know who the fuck I'm talking to. It's your uncle. Okay? I'm the nigga you wish your mama had worked it out with. Telling you. Stay from over there. That, whew, Man, that scared me. Anyway, the who, the right around yous, those not those who don't mean to mean you any harm, but they don't know that they mean you harm because complacency is the way they get down. They ain't trying to hurt your feelings. They just ain't gonna never get shit done. You gotta get them motherfuckers from around you. Period. That's how it got to go. That's how it has to go. Because those are the who's that's blocking where you need to be. Now, how you decipher information will determine at what level you learn this lesson. And that can be good or bad. If you decipher information, the right information through the we grew up together, so we down regardless. I'm down for that's my nigga right there. Thick and thin. And thick turn into murder. Or thin turn into armed robbery. Or thin turn into possession with intent to distribute. On some Rico shit. And you on your way somewhere? You obviously have disseminated the right information in the wrong way. Your information is a multiplier. A positive times a negative is a negative. Every now and then, if you want to fuck around with a negative, be honest about it, and you can multiply a negative and make a positive. But just blindly multiplying by the information, when you multiply positive goals, positive map, positive intention by negative information, you cannot multiply that and get a positive. You're going to get a negative. Take a look just before any major NBA player, NFL player fuck up. His situation is multiplied by negative information. Nigga, there's some bitches over here been drinking. Negative information. Oh, them niggas from over on this side of town? Oh boy, this is my man. He made it. This been my man since 5th grade, and I'm the nigga around here. I call the shots around here. And that nigga gonna come in here disrespecting? Negative information. Dig in the crates a little bit. Hey, here's a good idea. Being a major NBA All-Star. I'm going to carry a gun with the safety off in a nightclub and shoot myself. An event that would never happen to me. Ever. That's negative information. First off, at that level of money, regardless to how well I can carry a weapon, I may or may not have a concealed carry permit, but I would definitely be surrounded by armed guard, at least one armed guard. At least one. if I was pushed to the impetus to carry a weapon, if I thought the Creator was going to allow my peace to be disturbed beyond a certain point to where I would need a weapon around me, I wouldn't have it on me. I'd have an armed guard around me. And I would assess the threat and increase the number of guards by the threat. But I wouldn't have no gun. I got something prepared for that negative information. Information that sees this is the definition of your defensive negative information. Put as much of this as you can down zero. Your defensive negative information is information that the incoming negative will see as negative. Let me say that again. Your defensive negative information is the information that the incoming negative will see as negative. Smoke that, smoke something and see that for a minute. The hater is going to have to see your information as something he or she don't want to deal with. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole get down with it. The who in the equation is going to have to see dealing with your information as negative. And you are going to have to be adult enough, conscious enough, strong enough to deal with the fallout. Oh, nigga, really? Oh, so it's like that? Oh, well, I guess you just don't want none of this then. I'll just close my legs then. Really? You do know what I was going to do to you. Real talk? You're going to leave 100,000 like that. Your strength beyond those who's is what opens up for good shit to come to you. Until then, you stuck there. Other people ain't stuck there. Stop comparing yourself to other people. That's not your business that other people ain't stuck there. I'm talking to you. You stuck there. That's why the first thing came to your mind was them other people. You are stuck there. Fuck them. You are going to have to discern who to be fucking with. And it's some people to be fucked with. In the words of Tommy Chun, shout out to Tommy Chun, telling me about a pimp that he used to deal with. This is funniest. I'm gonna fuck it up right now. But it's very, he said, you got to learn how to do your wrong right. A lot of you out here doing your right wrong. You got to do your wrong right. That is the pimpest shit in the world. When you discern how to do your wrong right, and it's a thin line on some thin ice, you will open up a different side of things. But them people are in your way. Them people is uh what's keeping the next phase from becoming the next phase. You can't take, in the words of Brother Minister Farrakhan, when the space shuttle goes into orbit, and I am really screwing this up. When the space shuttle goes into orbit, it has boosters that break off that were only meant to push it into orbit, but they were not meant to take the trip. They weren't meant to go all the way. It's some people in your life that weren't meant to go all the way. Shout out to Soul Brother Number One. That's who I just borrowed that from. That's Brother Mr. Farrakhan's. It's just dope. It just makes sense. Anyway, your trajectory is only pushed forward by them. After that, on a business level, and until they decide to rise from where they are on a vibrational and spiritual level, you don't owe them shit. Not a damn thing. Blue Haze, you don't owe them shit. Not shit. You certainly don't owe them the trajectory of your future. You certainly don't owe them your freedom. You certainly don't owe them your failure or your sorrow or your pity. And in a lot of cases, or your grief. If they see your thing as great, here's what you owe them: an opportunity to help you make it greater. And if they can't do that, tickets when you in town. Free hot sauce for life. Two dinners for the rest of your life every month out with you and your wife on the house. Just tip the staff. You can have whatever you want. That's all you owe. That's it. Even if he saved your life, you don't owe him throwing away yours. You don't owe him a co-pass. You don't have to. Yes, even if he saved your life, you don't have to ride shotgun while he throw away his. Let me say that again. Even if he saved your life, you don't have to ride shotgun while he throw away his. If you put a priest and a crackhead with a stack of Bibles and a stack of crack in a church, lock the doors with two men A stack of Bibles, a stack of crack, and 2 weeks. You're not going to come back and find 2 priests. You got to shake them bad habit niggas. It's going to get on you. And this does not to say you are better than them. It is that you have decided to make better choices. And if they smart, they'll use you as the decent bridge out. More on that later. But you don't let them drag you into no gutter shit when you got other things working for you because of your purpose, young man or young lady. Don't let it happen. For what? Yeah, you. For what? Really? Your future? You got to deal with them who's. Shout out to Latoya. Giving love to the family as she comes in. Shout out to Will. Hey, bro, you all right? I could call somebody. I think Latoya got that nigga tied up. You don't never say that noise. Always come through her. She always telling me what he said. I'm worried about Will. I swear to God. New people. I swear to God, I'm worried about Will. Anyway, what was yes? You got to get them who's out of the way, because they don't mean you any good. Then you got to deal with the what. It's what's that's stopping your flow. Is it that car you finna buy? Knowing you could take that money and invest in going to school to learn how to code so you can make the video game that's on your mind? That car is a crossroad, young lady, young man. That car is a crossroad. If you buy that fucking car, I don't know who I'm talking to, but you do. If you buy that car, you will never have your own company. You're at that fork in the road. Do that dumb shit. Walk your stupid little ass onto a car lot thinking you buying a car. No, you don't. The bank buys you and says, yes, we will let you ride around in our depreciating liability for 48 months under an algorithm that makes sure if you pay on time, this car is never worth more than you owe. That's what getting a car payment is, and nothing else. And I defy you, your daddy, your mama, whoever. I welcome a debate on that. From bankers, dealers, anybody. I challenge you. Much smarter ways to do that. And take that money and pay for whatever it is that's going to push your purpose. Fuck how you look right now, young man. Get a car that runs. Dependable Japanese car. Dependable German car. Dependable American car. It's tough. Sorry, tough. The simpler, the better if it's going to be American. Truck. Dependable. that you can walk up and pay cash on and put the rest of that into your hustle. That's where you're going. That's in front of you because you think you got to have it now. Got to have it now. The what? The what is a thing. Whatever that thing is. Put these things off. Your purpose comes first. Seek the creator for that and find it. And bet on you. That's bet on you. That's the only sure bet right now. Bet on you, and you get together with other people betting on themselves. Real talk. What is a fear? I ain't gonna be good enough. So I mean, what if my shit don't work? What if I can't get it to what if I can't get it exactly like I want it right out the gate? So what if I can't make it do what it's supposed to do right when I want it to? So what if they see it? What if they see it? So I don't really care if they see it. I don't really care if I look stupid. I got to make it where I'm going. I don't have the time to concern myself with how people are going to perceive what it is I got to say. I don't have time for that. I'm too focused. I'm too on my shit to give a damn. I'm too I'm too in my zone. I'm to let something like what you got to say or what this next dude got to say to give a shit. And I got a different understanding for failure. I don't look at failure the way other people do. I'm looking at what it is I need or want and where it is I got to go.
I love this one. Fail early, fail often, fail forward. It's always a little bit frustrating to me when people have a negative relationship with failure. Failure is a massive part of being able to be successful. You have to get comfortable with failure. Yet you have to actually seek failure. Failure is where all of the lessons are. When you go to the gym and you work out, you're actually seeking failure. You want to take your muscles to the point where you get to failure, because that's where the adaptation is. That's where growth is. Successful people fail a lot. They fail a whole lot more than they succeed, but they extract the lessons from the failure, and they use that, the energy, and they use the wisdom to come around to the next phase of success.
Did y'all get that? Latoya, Mama, I thought I made it clear. Will, the shit I smoke is so strong that when I bring them up on my computer, they are automatically lit, like I'm lit, off of what I'm lit off of. Ain't no way they can get around it. They can't. So while they're in here, they be speaking at Uncle Jeff's weed speed with, one of my little funky bangers in the background, which I'm gonna let play while I go through my mixing. This looks like it's going to be a two-parter. Yeah, I'm going to have to make this a two-parter because there's a lot more I have to say, but I can't fit it. So you're all invited in. You're playing right now. Is a joint of mine. Put up what I need. We'll use that. All right. Yeah. All right, Kills. Sit tight, man. I'm gonna bring you into the spot in just a minute. I'm going to refresh my coffee. I'm gonna take like 5, maybe less than that. So eat this coffee, come back and check on my puppy, and get off into the water, whatever y'all want to. Sit tight. All right, I'm back. Let's bring that down. Thank y'all for hanging out, man. Doors of the church is definitely open. Whoops. No, there we go. Spark One, what's up? Come on in. Turn your shit on. We're gonna chop it up about today's show. Well, I keep an eye on Public Enemy #1, the young Maceo. This dude, shout out to cousin Annis, got this puppy from her, and this guy. Are you yawning? You all right? Did you get a hold of? It's much more reserved than he normally is. Let me look at you. You all right? Yeah, you all right. Not acting a goddamn fool. It's a big baby. He's 9 weeks old. Yeah, top shelf. I had to go to change puppy pad. I actually didn't have to change the pad. I'm tripping. It would be nice if this Negro was holding it. Oh, there's some more people. I can't see y'all. Dumbass. Okay, there we go. Let me bring Kels up in here. Kels, what's happening, cat daddy?
What's up with it up?
Hey, man. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm talking shit. I can't. Now I can talk shit. I'm gonna need you to get your avatar game tight, bro. You need to,
okay, got you.
like get it, the superhero your thing, pimp it out.
Okay. I'm gonna go Google that as soon as we get off.
Yeah. Well, so until then, every now and then I'm gonna snap on you because you're in here naked.
Nah, go.
Okay. What's happening? What's on your mind there, young Jedi?
Nah, man, I just wanted to say two quick things, man. And the first thing is, I noticed when you're trying to reach a goal that's really that you got to put work into,
Yeah.
that's when everything gonna seem like it's going wrong. When you're trying to reach the top, you're gonna get a whole bunch of obstacles. You know, like I had a wing business. My first day, my fryer broke, shit was going on, you know, like my car was messing up and I had an order to go drop off. So I just want to tell people that's how you know you on to something, when it seems like everything is against you. When you're trying to reach that goal, you just got to keep going.
Yes, sir. Absolutely well said. Another way to put it is, if it ain't got some uphill battles to it, that's because it's not worth doing.
Right.
Somewhere, somebody, if you have the same goals, you're going to have the same problems. Your if I may suggest, because it sounds like you want to do something in the cooking / food service industry.
Yes, sir.
I would say, number one, look her up on Instagram. Angie Means, ANGIE space MEANS.
Okay, Angie Means, got you.
She is a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, and is Felicia from Friday.
She got the cafe, right?
Brother Kells. If you go to her restaurant and you don't agree with what I'm about to say, I'll owe you $20.
I heard it's good.
Bruh, all of her food is good for you, and none of it tastes like it is. Her macaroni tastes like it's gonna give you a fucking heart attack, and it's delicious and it's good for you.
Right.
Talk
I also
to her.
think Okay,
go ahead.
my fault.
Oh,
I was just gonna say, because sometimes when people get those obstacles in their way, I know, like, I started my shit during the pandemic. So pandemic, it was booming. I was getting orders nonstop. Once the pandemic kind of, shit went back to open, that's when it slowed down. And I took it as a sign as, well, shit, maybe it's slowing down because I need to stop it. And it's like, nah, I was supposed to figure out some other shit in a different lane. So I noticed when some people get them obstacles that's thrown at them, some people would take it like, oh, I'm gonna push through it, but some people be like, oh no, this is a sign to not do it.
Okay. Well, I want you to do this also. So I want you to look up Angie Means, tell her I sent you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look it up for sure.
And I also want you to do this. The name of the book is Who Moved My Cheese?
Who Moved My Cheese? Okay.
I want you to look at that. I want you to read that book. It is about these mice in a warehouse that house many things, one amongst them fresh cheese. And the cheese gets moved. And you get this out, Jeffrey. Yeah, it is about how each mouse deals with the loss of the cheese.
Okay, from different perspectives.
From different perspectives
Right.
of the
Damn,
mice who lost the cheese and what they do in response to it. You must read. That's an excellent book, brother. It's called Who Moved My Cheese?
Got you. And one last thing, I will get the fuck off. How you feel about this bullshit hurricane? That's not a hurricane.
Well,
Do you feel like it's weather modification?
I feel like it's the media just hyping it up, making you go buy all this shit.
okay, here's where I disagree. The facts and where let's just say I disagree far less with Spark One. Or I'm more likely to entertain where Spark One came than your concept kills, and it's for this reason. The math over time, the science over time has dictated that weather would go to shit right about now or a little later than now. It just sped up with regard to how violent and how fucked up the Earth's weather is right now. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So,
Man, we ain't planting enough trees.
no, not as fast as we cut them down. So,
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
and it's not even the trees. What nobody wants to be honest about is it's the cows. The
cows,
Earth
yeah.
has
The
way
ozone.
too many cows because people want to eat meat, and the cow farts have come back to get us. That's what it's
The
about.
number one methane. Yeah.
Yes, number one method.
Really believe that, huh?
Yes,
That's true.
that's not. There's
True.
no.
Yeah, that's science, bro.
that's
That's true to what degree? What science? To what science? According to what science?
Okay.
Break it down. Break it down.
According A.
I want the person that said that's science to explain to me what science they're using.
To figure out that
I asked
methane,
Unc if he believed. He said yes. Somebody else said that's science. What science? I need to know the mathematical equation of how many farts it takes to fuck up the ozone layer.
It's not just the farts, all right? Anytime you have anything dealing with waste, methane gets involved because that's what's given off when it starts breaking down.
Oh, okay. So I get what you're saying. So God fucked up then and made let too many. Okay, I get you.
No, we're gonna take
What
this
do we-
off
No,
God.
we've over.
No, I'm trying to figure out because he didn't use that methane is in shit, been in shit since everybody been shitting. So that's
Okay.
why would all of a sudden?
That's
No,
what.
you-
That's why. Okay, the reason why we can't just shit in a place and then keep it moving, right? Is because
Right.
it emits gases and shit that are toxic and people get sick, right? If
So you saying the
everybody-
cavemen were digging holes, and so you saying cavemen were now it wasn't as many of us as it is now. So if that's your argument, then that's one thing. But you're saying cavemen wasn't just shitting and moving on? Like
No.
in in Africa, we wasn't just shitting and moving on. Like
Okay, slow down. Okay, let me bring the shit wagon to a halt.
oh no, I'm just trying to get the logic that's going on here.
I got you, young Jedi. Here's the problem. The Earth only has this many cows because cow companies want to sell meat, so they overbreed exponentially the number of cows that are They overbreed exponentially, the cows that are supposed to be here. Exponentially. So it is that methane from those cows that you cannot compare to any time in human history. There has never been a time where you could ride for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles, which you can up to 5. You know, right there where it stank like hell. Bruh, you got that in Texas. You got that in Oklahoma. Just places breeding and overbreeding cows, and when them cows fart, that methane eats the ozone layer. That's what's happening.
Okay, so I want y'all to look something up.
Hey, can I say something?
Please.
Sure.
Please.
It's over 1 billion cows in the world too.
It's not. See, people take one situation and they blow it up like it's just the cow farts, right?
Mm-hmm.
To run the cows, right, you have to cut the forest down and make graze land. So you got to cut natural forest down. They call that deforestation, in order to make the land that the cows need to graze on. That's where the biggest part of the issue or the problem lies, because there's no longer any forest to pull the carbon out the atmosphere faster than it can be produced by unnatural means. You understand? So like that's what's happening. It's an imbalance now. It's not just that the cow, because so many people want to eat meat, or it's that they're actually killing off the carbon sinks that would be drawing in the carbon, because plants take in carbon and put out oxygen. You understand? So like that's what the main problem is the deforestation that has to happen in order to set up those fields where they graze the cattle.
Okay,
and
that's
that
still like a long way around to if them cows wasn't eating all, there wouldn't be forestation were it not for the cows, and I don't see how that's a chicken and egg.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because he asked about the science. Hold on. Let me explain it, because he's talking about particular science, right? So the science of it is this, right? It has to be measured. Like the amount of methane that's being put out has to be able to be taken in by the forest for it not to be a problem. If there's no forest there, you understand, the carbon is not being sequestered. You understand? That's where that's the science of it, not the the fact that the carbon is not being sequestered fast enough, and it's being produced by human beings, by industry or whatever, at the greatest rate it's ever been produced at. So that's all I'm saying when he asked about the science.
Okay. I can see how we could get into a circular argument here. That is absolutely the technically right answer. I would love to dig into that deeper. That's a whole nother thing. Hey, Antoya, girl, you need to put on a what's face. You see how everybody else got on the avatar? As and then who is that there you with? An elder? Hey, elder. Hey, much love and respect to the elder, and you there with your tank top and your hooters out. I really would love to put you on the thing, but I can't.
Hey, why you can't?
I can't see it.
No. I'm not asking you to. You can leave your hooters where they are. Just put up an avatar like we have. Like hit start cam. Hit the start cam button.
Hit the start cam. Take a picture of the hooters and throw them up here.
There you go. And then
there you go.
Hey, Sister Antoya, what's on your mind? How are you?
Oh, nothing much. We just singing hi to everybody. I don't like that white thing either. I need to change that.
What you're y'all in here naked with the avatar. Yeah. I mean, you have dressed. Real talk.
No, I'm fully dressed.
No,
PCP naked out here.
No, let me.
Avatar's naked. Yeah.
Your avatar, yes. Okay, Big Vino. That so says Big Vino.
Greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations.
Is a dope ass comedian and a deep Jedi who
There we
also
go.
is talking shit in here because his ass ain't got no avatar. Look at his shit.
We got
Oh,
a
make the avatar.
I told you last time that's my avatar. I identify as a sex symbol.
Okay. Well,
this planet of the 8 billion.
bruh, that is some. If that ain't some emperor's clothes ass bullshit of the first order, you need to get a sex symbol avatar there, whatever that is.
That nigga got a picture of him taking his hat off. Nigga.
You can do that. You can do that. Something, nigga.
Yo, did niggas say Cornelius lead the way? What the fuck was going on?
Okay, somebody said the heat is ridiculous. This must be in Texas. Yes. We are on the verge of most places in the country being uninhabitable. Very soon, you're going to see places where it's just fucking unlivable.
So y'all don't think that has nothing to do?
I'm good to go now. See, I got something there.
Hey, the beautiful sister, beautiful. Now hold your thought. Okay. Brother Bruce, you were saying.
I said, y'all wouldn't think. I don't know why we mentioning cows and not like cars and planes and the 11 bombs they sent into the atmosphere to blow it up on purpose. Like it's a lot of stuff going on that's going on, but meat is the cause.
Okay,
it's one of the causes.
Meat is let's put it this way. Meat is the easiest cause to reverse and is by far not the smallest. It is by far not the smallest. The bombs that destroy the ozone layer, you don't have any control over. The other parts per billion, the cars, you can get an electric car, but here's the problem: the coal made to produce the electric car, to produce the electricity to run the electric car, is an issue. So what it's about is the need to go far. That's a transference of energy that somehow you're gonna have to put out that much energy to get that far. So and this may be me justifying my own carbon footprint, but meat's an easy one. It's an easy one.
You know, one of the big reasons why they focus on meat is because a lot of the people that are putting that information out are heavily invested in cellular meat and 3D printed meats, and they want to switch people into those markets. So they're putting a lot of information. A lot of it is false, you know what I'm saying, that they do put out. But I mean, they're trying to sell the next level of business, and that's being able to print meat, you know, out of just using cell.
Okay. I want to make sure I understood you correctly. Did you say printed meat?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, 3D printed meat and cell printed meat and biologically lab grown meat are like turning into like multi-million dollar businesses. So what they want to do is they want to steer the masses toward that, so that they'll start accepting it and buying it, because there's a lot of billionaires are heavily invested in those markets. So a lot of times when they pump stuff, generally trying to tell you it's about health, or it's about all of these chickens going through genocide, or cows farting and all of that type of stuff, it's a lot of malarkey just to kind of to push the populations toward buying new materials, new products.
Exactly. Now, again, to dovetail this back into what I was discussing, for me, what this does is allows me to disseminate the information in such a way that it benefits me.
Right.
As opposed to me taking this information and eating printed meat burgers. This becomes information I use to stay away from the printed meat game. Now, I'm gonna have to remove Antoya, because not only is she gonna run the light with the avatar, she gonna drink juice, and not only drink juice, nigga, drink it right out the carton on the show.
Oh, I missed that?
Oh, you missed it.
I apologize about that. I'm sorry about that. I love the tea.
Oh, the nigalations this morning.
Now,
that's lovely. I bet you, me and Toya need to go sit on the porch and eat cereal in front of everybody. Tell them what to do.
Look here. I dig Toya already. Now, what's on your mind, Toya? What's happening?
Listen to the conversation that y'all was having about these storms.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my mom was having a conversation about it this morning. She told me that it was a group of people that wanted to buy a place. They wanted to buy some parts of Maui.
Malawi. Lord, yeah.
And no, so the government told them no. And then next thing you know, it was like the worst storm you ever seen there, and people died. And
yeah, they're not even saying how that fire started.
Yeah, people was they had to jump into the water to get away from the fire. It was horrible, but I think it's these people out here, they making storms, so they like think they God or something like that.
It's something to me. This does feel real gentrificational.
No, it's called cloud seeding. We do it all time.
The indigenous people of Maui, right, of Hawaii, they actually were petitioning to become, that they actually put in paperwork in the UN to be an independent nation again, and that's where their seat is. Maui is where they are, where a lot of their land and claims and things are. So they said, like right after the fire hit, there was people going through giving offers to buy the land right up from under the people as it was in flames,
Oh my God.
Okay, let's slow down. Let's slow down for a minute. I'm glad we're on this page. However, okay, Antonio, you gotta turn your light down. You gotta turn. If you can hear the TV, we can hear the TV. I'm glad we're on this page. The problem that people who once accused conspiracy theorists of being out of their mind about is how much shit has come to pass. How is it? It doesn't matter whether exactly what Zero brought up was true. It doesn't matter if it feels like a reach for what Antoya said was true. If it feels like a reach, it's because you're not willing to reach into what it is that we have all seen, which is that you cannot give this government the benefit of the doubt. That's where I'm at, is that I can't say
Exactamundo.
I can't say it didn't happen. What do you give me? This is like your son that stay in the principal office, and then one day a brick comes through the principal's window, and honest to God, your son didn't do it. This is about all the other times that he did. It's the same energy with these theories. Are you telling me that these people are above this shit? What say you people?
He said, all things in America guilty until proven innocent.
I say they're never those are never no, it's not above them.
Right.
Not after what we've seen historically.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. Is that I don't know where maybe it's a need to give the people who you give power over you the benefit of the doubt. But other than that, I don't really understand where all that comes from. So for me,
Exactly.
I have to question. I have to question the dudes that think that way. I have to question, especially, and I hate to draw it on sex lines, with no disrespect to the sister in the room, but men are creatures basically of logic. I have a problem when I speak to men supposedly of logic, and they can't even possibly entertain the malfeasance of this government.
Oh, my man, that was eloquently put. I love it.
Yes, it was.
Who's that, you, Big Vino?
Yeah. I was looking for those words. You always come up with the words I need after the situation I've been through.
Well, you need
I was looking for those
nigga.
words 3 days ago, and you just nailed it right there.
You just need to call me, man.
Man, I gotta hit you up.
You gotta call your Uncle Jeff. The next time you in one of them situations, I dare you. We'll turn it into a Zoom right now, and right on the spot, and I'll cut them niggas in half for you free of charge.
Because I be saying, that's exactly what I was saying to a friend of mine the other day. I said, we as a black people, we got upset with the white folks when they decided to cancel critical race theory, and we always, trying to think critically. But the moment that a Negro takes a moment to think critically and challenge and be the contrarian, we're upset with them. We want to ostracize them in the street and hang them up and persecute them at every level.
Absolutely.
It's like, I thought we were encouraging critical thinking, because in order to think critically doesn't mean I have to sway anyone's opinion. I'm just offering a counter thought for you to ponder.
No big brother.
Well, I think what you there are a few things that you have to consider when coming across an animal of that stripe metaphysically. You can be the absolute foremost authority on hunting rhinoceros. You can have the best equipment. You can have the best experience. And if you get dropped into a den of snakes, it ain't gonna mean shit. You've got to have a grasp on who's in front of you. And when you're dealing with these people like this, that need to believe in a government, it's the shit from the Matrix. And you got to know that. You got to know that a lot of these people are as dangerous.
Wage workers. That's it. Simple as that. They're working for that wage.
They're worker ants. They're worker ants, and it's not on you to it's not on you to change it. It's not on you to necessarily fight it against that individual's will. If that's an individual that wants your help out, almost like on some Matrix type shit. If it's there, then that's when you put your energy in it. That's when you come forward on it. Dig this. The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And so many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent upon the system that they will fight to stay plugged in it.
Yes, they
Going through that right now.
You go ahead.
Nah, I just people don't like when I say it, but when somebody belongs to the state, there ain't nothing you can do about that. There really ain't nothing. When their comfortability lies in what the state provides or their state teaching, you ask somebody a question that challenges their principles, and their principles come from the state, and once they have an emotional response to what you ask them, or when you start proving them wrong, that's a person that belongs to whoever taught them that, which is usually the state. So the struggle is real, because when you finding go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to hold that thought there, Brother Bruce. I got a question for Toya. Toya, are you the Latoya in the chat?
Yes.
Girl,
Yeah.
what's up?
That's me. That's me. Yeah, that's me and my husband.
How are you? Okay, look here. I don't want to speak to you no more until you show me proof of life of Will.
Here you go, right here.
Where is Will? Where is he? You all right, man? Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up, Jim?
Hey, for those of y'all who see, prayer changes things. I've been praying for this man for years.
He's been sitting here the entire time since we started the show.
What are we talking about? Like 2 years of this?
Yeah.
Where they both watched the show. They watched the show, but she always types like she got him tied up in the basement. Will say. So I've been praying for the brother. It's good to see that the brother actually exists.
Oh my God.
So yes, welcome. That's what's up. Yeah. Now put your goddamn thing back up there because it was funky. I loved it. That's dope. What I believe Brother Bruce was hitting at and getting at is that we are all in the same position right now, which is an extreme need to make separation between you and those who don't think like you, those who are still plugged in. Now is a dangerous time to be around them people. You got to let them go.
Very, very dangerous. I didn't have to find out. Like, people just don't. They're so anti. Once they figure out you're not one of them, oh yeah, they will transform into an agent real quick.
Oh sure.
Has anybody seen They Clone Tyrone?
Yes.
Yeah. It was
Not
pretty
yet.
good.
Like
Okay.
that was real deep.
Okay, slow down. Brother Bruce,
Yes, sir.
you have to see this movie. I really, really want to talk about it. I don't want to spoil it for you, but you know what? that does go against my rule of how, God damn it, how long has it been out? Yeah, I should have seen it.
It's only been like 2 weeks, sir.
No, longer than that.
No, it's been,
Nah, it's been about 2 months.
I ain't got Netflix. I was just bullshit.
No, not
It's been a good 3 weeks.
I had to go over somebody else's house to see it.
You're gonna have to, yeah. Let me put it to you this way. This is probably the movie of the year most worth seeing so far, in my opinion. I can easily say that. It is a very, it's funny, it's well written. People expect for you to take it figuratively, but it's hard for me not to take the movie literally.
Literally. Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me not to take it literally.
Is it good like Sorry to Bother You?
It's the same groove.
Never saw that one.
I think the same guy wrote it. If I'm not mistaken.
It's better than Sorry to Bother
But
You.
it is better. Yes.
Yeah.
It's better than Sorry to Bother You.
Jamie is Oscar worthy in that shit, low key.
Yes.
It's like Dear White People meets Get Out.
I couldn't watch Dear White People. There's too much gay stuff going on, wasn't it?
Meets Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite.
That remind me of Black Dynamite.
It's like Black Dynamite.
But Dolomite, I sell drugs to the community.
Yes.
You got a crazy voice, bro.
You need to see this movie.
I'll watch it then.
Yes.
Unlike you, I'll actually go and watch the movie. Somebody recommends me.
That is so. That is such an arrow in the chest, but he's right. He's right. I have to make time to actually get this shit done. One of the curses of that's one of the curses of being of working on your own for a long time. You don't know how to get off the wheel.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to know when to get off the wheel. I probably spend 20, 30 hours a year in front of a TV. Maybe. I'm never. So I got to, as a matter of fact, I'm going to give you my word that the next piece of footage I watch will be the movie that Jedi Bruce asked me to watch. Matter of fact, because my ass doesn't remember the name of it, I remember Peter Sarsgaard is in it. Come
on, Infinity Pool?
Infinity Pool. Put that in the chat. Infinity Pool. I got to see Infinity Pool.
What is it? What platform is that?
I think it's on Netflix. I think.
Everything, we gotta get Netflix, babe. I don't know.
No, you can rent it on YouTube. You can buy it on YouTube.
Oh, good to know. What's the name of it? It's in the chat.
Infinity Pool.
Infinity Pool. Okay.
Infinity Pool.
Shit.
Infinity Pool. I'm gonna see the movie. I'm gonna make the time for it. But when I get off of here, I have to immediately start cutting this dope ass show.
I'm about to find out how much it costs. Oh, okay, $20.
With that, I have to kick all of you Negroes out. Because if I sit here any longer with this dope ass group of people, it'll be 4 hours that we sitting here talking because of how fly the conversation gets to be. And I thank you for that. I'm honored and I'm made humble by the company that I keep here. There's some dope ass minds that show up in here, and I thank you for that. Today, we jumped off the deep end of the W's involved. The who and the what The who and the what of the W's is kicking your asymmetrical asset. We're going to get into the when and the why. That's part 2. And I'm going to wrap it up with how. But it's such a big joint, I couldn't just do it in one swoop. So we're going to do that later. But for those of you who hung in from the top, from the giddy up, those of you who have been my day ones, I sure thank you. I thank you so much. I think I'm going to do this Wednesday night. Giraffe Balls moves its time to Wednesday night. 9 p.m. LA time. 9 p.m. LA time. I will start doing Giraffe Balls. I want y'all to clock in. And we're going to do part 2 of this there. No, we won't. I'm going to do something else on Giraffe Balls. It's going to be next Sunday. That's some Sunday shit. I got to split my shit up. But yes. But until then, stay high in thought. Stay high in deed. Guide your ignorance to your wisdom. Pull out of the gravity of the stupid. Sisters, find your peace. Brothers, find your majesty. It's your Uncle Jeff. I'm out.